Hello, good evening. Welcome to our channel Yushi Talks. And today we have some sensational news coming all the way from Myanmar, where the army has seized power after detaining Aung San Suu Kyi and other ruling party politicians. We have a lot of details around this. Please watch the complete video and also subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Myanmar's military has handed power of the country to the commander in chief of the armed forces following the arrest of country's civilian leaders Aung San Suu Kyi and other senior leaders in the early morning raids on Monday. In an address on military-owned television, Myanmar's military said that it had detained key political leaders in response to election fraud and had declared a state of emergency. Power has been handed to Army Chief Min Aung Hlaing, according to Reuters, and there has been a widespread internet and telecommunication disruption in Myanmar. The announcement follows several days of worsening political tensions and rising fears of a military coup and comes hours before a new session of parliament was scheduled to begin. Several senior leaders from large states in Myanmar, including the ministers of Shan State, Kaya State, and NLD State spokesperson, were also detained in the raids. On Monday morning, Myanmar's main news channel was suspended from the air, and as there were reports of significant internet disruption in the country, soldiers could also be seen outside the city hall in country's commercial center, Yangon. Last week, a military spokesperson said that it would not rule out a coup if the military's claims of alleged voter fraud into the November 2020 election were not investigated. It claims that there are more than 10.5 million cases of potential fraud, such as non existent voters, and called the Election Commission to publicly release the final polling data. Suu Kyi's party, the NLD, claimed an overwhelming victory in the country's second democratic ballot since the end of direct military rule in 2011, taking 83% of the vote, which allowed the party to form a government. The military-backed Union Solidarity and Development Party won 33 out of possible 476, fewer than the party expected. Myanmar's election commission on Thursday rejected claims of voter fraud, saying any errors such as duplicate names on the voter list were not enough to impact the result of the vote. On Friday, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres expressed great concern with the recent developments in Myanmar and urged all actors to adhere to democratic norms and respecting the outcome of the 8th November general election. A joint statement from 60 international missions in the country, including the United States, the United Kingdom, and European Union, also opposed any attempt to alter the outcome of the elections or impede Myanmar's democratic transition. On Monday, human rights non-government organization Burma Rights UK said in a post to their Twitter that the news of Suu Kyi's detention was devastating. This needs to be met with the strongest international response. The military needs to be made to understand that they have a major miscalculation in thinking that they can get away with this, the group said. Nobel laureate Suu Kyi is widely considered a hero of democracy in Myanmar for both being a former political prisoner who spent 15 years under house arrest and the daughter of assassinated independence icon Aung San. Since her party won a landslide victory in 2015 and established the first civilian government after 50 years of isolation and military authorization, she has been Myanmar's de facto leader and held the position of state councillor, a title invented as a loophole to the constitution barring her from being the president. But her international reputation has been tarnished in recent years by allegations of genocide against the Myanmar's Muslim Rohingya population. Myanmar denies the charges and has long claimed to have been targeting terrorists. So that's all we have in today's news. It's a developing story and we will bring in more news as and when we get it. Please subscribe to my channel and thank you for watching me. You have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.